We are live. Cousin Crow. Just about ready to go. We're at the front lines here. The front lines. I'm getting a really bad stream flow, so I'm trying to walk around, see where the stream flow is higher. Apologize to my viewers. Crow. Adelaide Street, 22 Adelaide Street, just east of Yonge. We're in solidarity, standing with Standing Rock. Stream really bad here, so I'm gonna move.
They are in the middle of
Okay, so I see my screen better over here. I apologize to my viewers. Just testing it.
Hello everyone. For the water, all you water protectors and lovers of water, it's so great that we're all here together. I want to welcome all of you, and so does Sue Lynn, one of the organizers here. What we'd like to do is start with the traditional opening, and Carrie, if you would like to come and do that, we'd just be so honored.
I think wow, it's very sensitive. So Sego, Sewaguego, Dinanits ko Guanyu na Yungits, Wagiskalawaga, Nibagita Loden, Ganyagahaka, Nilgonjago, Carrie Yungits. So Carrie is my name. I am Mohawk through my mom and her family from Six Nations Grand River Territory. On my father's side, British Canadian. And I guess I lived the first 40-odd years of my life under that impression, and then it's only been the last 10, 15 years that I've realized what path I should have been living all this time. I'm currently learning Ojibwe and Oneida and Mohawk languages, and these are the Mohawk and Oneida languages are Iroquois languages, and they are the language that was not only denied myself, but my mom and my grandmother. So here we are on this land, this territory. The Eastern Woodlands. It's a shared territory of many different peoples. On this side of Lake Ontario, it'd be the people, Iroquois people. We lived here. Our cousins, the Huron-Wendat, Wendake, the Neutral, Batoon, all lived on this side. The Mohawk and Senecas, we also moved up here. We were run out of here in 1687. And that was 100 years before that Mississauga-Toronto Purchase took place. We were run out by the French Governor General de Nonville, who was on a murderous rampage, burning out all our villages all around what we now know as the Golden Horseshoe. He got a medallion for that. So our villages were all burnt out on this side. It was in the summer of that year. Our menfolk were down in the Ohio Valley. And our women and elders and children were left here, and our villages were destroyed. But we still know where many of our villages are, or were, and we know where many of our burial sites were, and we honor them every year. So people have been living in this land for more than 10,000 years. We know there was an ice age, many ice ages, been living in these lands for quite a long time. More than 10,000 years. So I'm going to do the Thanksgiving address in two languages, in English, and then also in the Oneida language. I'm more comfortable right now with the Oneida language than the Mohawk with the Thanksgiving address. I'll explain it in English first, and then I'll ask that you turn off your cameras and your recording devices when I do it in the language. Also, when I introduce myself, my name, I said, was Dinanits ko Guanyu, and it's a name given to me at the Onondaga language school when I was going there. It means skip, or she skips along. In Onondaga, it means it's Gunkodazanaskakwa. Mohawk is Dinanits ko Guanyu. And long story behind that, but it's a name I feel is apt for me because there's so many issues, and I feel I'm just sort of skipping from issue to issue and supporting all that I can. So the Thanksgiving address is it's a state of being. It's who we are as Iroquois people, and it's that acknowledgement that all our relationships that we have with each other and with Mother Earth and all things inhabiting Mother Earth. And it's something we express as many times in the day as we need it. We start our day with that, we can end our day with that, we use it at gatherings such as this, and it's to help focus people's minds and energies on the task at hand. And the task at hand we know now, and has been for a long time, is to continue to protect that water, protect each other, to protect life. And so we ask throughout the words, when I say them in the language, part of it also says that we bring ourselves together in one mind, and I'll say the thing, and my acknowledgement, and then I'll say, and there, we're all of one mind. So it starts off with that first relationship we have with each other, mother to child. That's our first relationship, human to human, mother to child relationship. And we acknowledge that first off. And then we acknowledge that relationship that we have with Mother Earth herself. And we talk about the waters of Mother Earth, the lifeblood of Mother Earth, that relationship we have with the waters, all waters. We also acknowledge that all the life forms that are in those waters. And as you get better in the language, you can identify all the different life forms you want, but for now it's just, I talk about the fish. And we talk about the plants that also come up from those waters and up onto the land. And those are our food plants and our medicine plants and those one-legged, those tree beings and the hairs of Mother Earth. And all that's there that we're able to use in one way or another, whether it's for shelter. We also acknowledge and give thanks to the inhabitants of the land, of those forests and those different regions that we live in. So it'd be those animals, and whatever capacity those animals are in, those four-leggeds, the crawlers, the beetles, the snakes, all those different creatures. And then we look up into the sky. We acknowledge all those that fly, birds and the insects that fly. And we continue to give thanks to them, because without all of this, we wouldn't be. We all have a part in this earth, in the continuation of the earth. We all have our bit to play in it. So after we acknowledge those flyers, we talk about